guys, we are recording. I'm so excited that you are joining us tonight. Danielle is actually on her way back from vacation. She earned that wonderful Disney trip with Pampered Chef this last year, and she took it this last weekend with her family. So you get me tonight. Yay! So she jumped on to start the meeting, but she probably will be disappearing in just a second because she's in the car with all her family. So we have an awesome speaker tonight that will be coming on around 8:30, and that's Angie Adams. And I'll introduce her as we get closer. But she's going to have some really great information to talk about as well. But I wanted to talk tonight about your Pampered Chef business page. That's what I wanted to focus on our time this evening about. And I wanted to show you guys a few things that I learned this last week to make our business pages better. So first of all, how many of you are actually doing live videos? So I want you to raise your hand, and then in the chat, write how often you're doing live videos. And I'm going to assume that most of you are not doing a lot of live videos. But I know that Gwen, who I think is on here, she almost goes live every single day. My newsfeed keeps popping up that she's going live, and I'm like, man, she's making me look bad because she is cooking and videoing all the time. And I know I get Chris's too when she goes live. But going live, guys, is so important for your business in more ways than one. So first of all, it's important because it increases the logarithms with Facebook. So the more you go live, the more people are drawn to your page. And then what happens is the more people see it, and then what Facebook does is they give you more visibility in the virtual world. So the more live you go, the better it will be. Now, how do you go live? What do you do to go live? So this is something that I want you guys to do, is I want you to go live on your business page. So go live on your business page. And what you want to do is give it a couple minutes. So when you first start the live video, start with, hey, hello, how you doing? What are you cooking today? What did you have did you have coffee this morning? Did you have tea this morning? Post, get people interacting as they're joining for the first 1 to 2 minutes. This also gives you time also to share it on your regular page. So once you go live on your phone, then give it a few minutes to talk, interact with people, and then jump on your laptop while they're all interacting and talking, and share that live video from your business page to your personal page. And that will draw more audience, and that will draw more people to your business page in the long run. So that's a great way of going live. It's also great when you do go live on your business page, because what happens? It's saved there, right? And then all future videos you can share in your groups, okay? So you can go and easily share those throughout. So that was the first thing I wanted to mention to you guys, is how you go live, where you go live. Also, make sure with your live videos that you're having them interact and post questions and comments throughout the whole thing, because the more interaction you have, the more visibility you'll get as well too. So you can post like a 1, 2, 3, and at the very beginning, you can say, hey, if you're watching this live with me right now, post a 1 in the comments. If you're watching this later, and you're watching the recording, post a 2 in the comments. And then you can say for 3, if you're watching it both, then you can post a 3, whatever it may be, but you can encourage them to post throughout, as they're watching it, because they may watch it an hour after you do the video, right? But they're still watching it. And if they post in it, it keeps your interaction going on that live video. So that's a great way to keep people interacting throughout your time live. So how many of you are really posting and interacting with your business page? Are you really working your business page? I want you to be honest here. Look at your business page and go, okay, when was the last time I posted in there? What was the last thing I did? And with your business page too, remember, it's not just about Pampered Chef stuff. It's also about you. Who are you, right? Who are you? What are you interested in? What are you all about? Who are your kids? Who are your grandkids? Really use your business page to bring who you are to your audience and who you're trying to reach. Because people can't buy from you every single day of the year, right? It's just not going to happen. but they are going to continue to relate to you and to build trust with you and to build relationships with you. So make sure that when you're using your business page, which should be daily or at least several times a week, bring it to life on who you are as a person and who you are as a business owner. So something I want to show you that we probably aren't doing, I know I wasn't doing this. So when I learned this week, I went, oh, I need to do that more often. So as you're hosting virtual parties, you're probably increasing your friends list. So you're on your personal page, you're having more and more friends. So on your business page, you have an opportunity to invite all of those friends to your business page. And weekly, once a week, you should be checking to see if there's anybody new that needs to be invited to your business page. So I'm going to share my screen so you can see how this is done. Chris, will you do me a favor too and keep an eye on the comments? And if there's any questions or anything along the way, can you share those with me?
I'll keep watching.
Thank you. Hold on. There's my comments with Gwen and Danielle trying to get this to work. Okay. All right. So let me see where my page was. I opened up all these tabs so I could show you guys. Oh my goodness. All right, let's go back to this one. All right, so you're going to go into your business page. Here's my business page. Okay. So in your business page, what you want to do is you want to scroll to the top. Now I'm in the new Facebook. If you're going back and forth between the new Facebook and old Facebook, this is the new one. You can do this in the old one as well too. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to be in your business page and you want to go click on these three little dots right here and you want to click on invite friends. So as you add new friends to your personal page, they will pop up here as people who have not been invited yet to your business page. So as you can see, I have 241 new friends that I have not invited to like my business page. So all I have to do is click select all and then send invites. And now they've all been, okay, well, there's an issue. Great. So without the issue, they would all be invited. But typically, if you're doing this once a week, you only have 3 or 4 or 5 new people to invite. But that's how you do it. So you click on these 3 little dots, click on invite friends, and then you can go in here. Let's just see if I can click on a couple of them and see if that works. Okay, so that worked. So maybe it didn't let me do 241 of them, but at least it didn't let me do 3 of them. So I can go back and click a few more of them. So that is a great way to keep new people coming into your business page and liking your business page. So make sure you've invited all of your friends on your personal page to like your business page. Another way also to invite your friends is invite people to like your business page and to grow your business page is to look at your posts. So I went through my posts and I found one and it has 5 likes. Do you see this right here? There's 5 people that like this. If I actually click on the 5, the number 5, it will take me to right here. These are the people that liked my post. Let me do that again. Okay, and it said right here, Carrie has liked my business page. Eve has been invited but hasn't liked it yet. And then there's a few other ones there. So right here, I can't send any invitations to like, but the more that I go live and the more that I do, then if someone shares this with a friend and they actually like my video, it will tell me that they have not yet been invited to my business page. And then I can click on the button and then invite them to my business page. So when you're doing live posts and you're creating these videos, the next day, just jump on and click on the little number right here, and then see if everyone's been invited to your business page. This is just another way to keep growing your business page because you want more people to be viewing the stuff that you're posting on a regular basis, right? So you can actually do this another way too on your personal page. So for some of us, maybe we've been posting more on our personal than we have on our business page. So if you go to your personal, you can click on, so this is my personal page, not my business. I'm going to click on this. here. Now here, it doesn't give me an option to have them like my business page, but I absolutely could send them a message, right? And say, thank you so much for liking my video. Make sure to like my business page by clicking here, and then post the link for my business page so they can then jump over there and see more from there. Does that make sense? So it's just another way of seeing who actually is looking at your stuff and who is seeing it regularly and who is, maybe they're not friends or either way. And you will see the more you do videos and the more they get shared, the more you'll see some people on there who you may not know, but you could add them to your business page for future business. Any questions on that so far? No, I thought that was kind of exciting. I didn't know all that when I learned it. All right, so let's see here. Let me go to my notes real quick. All right, we talked about on your business page, make sure it's not just Pampered Chef. Make sure it's about who you are, who are your kids, who are your grandkids, what you are, like what you're into, what your hobbies are, what you do outside of Pampered Chef. Because you want people to know that you're not just a Pampered Chef consultant, but you are somebody who has a life outside of PC as well too. So just make sure that you post that as well on your business page. All right, so let me get rid of this one and this one. Okay.
Christy, I'm just going to say,
Yep.
Looking at your screen, I think it makes some of us feel better because I feel like I have a lot of tabs open when I've got like 10 or 12. And I look at your screen and you've got like 25. I'm like, yes.
Well, there's so much information I want to cover in this short amount of time. So I open a tab for each one so I can go right to it and I don't have to like keep searching. But it's like a hot mess.
I know.
Okay, so let's talk about now how to go live with your phone and with your computer. So this is so important, guys, and I'm going to visually show you how to do it. So how you hold your phone is super important because if you hold it this way, they're not going to see as much. If you turn it this way, they're going to get a great view of what you're recording, as well as better quality. All right. So if you go into your Facebook, and I'm going to just go into my mock party that I have. All right, so I'm just in a group. All right. If I click on, like I'm going to write something, it pops up an option to go live. So if I click on go live, see this little blue button right here? That's the direction that your video will be recorded. So before you officially go live, you want to turn the screen like this, and you want to hold it like this. All right, that'll be better quality and better view for all of your viewers. Now, if you wait, you click the blue button like this and then turn it when you're already live, you will be upside down for your entire video. Did you know that? So just a little tip for better videos, better quality, so you look like you know what you're doing, right? Because so many of us, this is all very new to us. So make sure that you, before clicking the blue button, turn it this way. All right, and then you'll get a better video. Then you can click the blue button. Then you can start talking and interacting with your friends and family. All right, so something you want to do too when you go live is you want to, when you're interacting with them in the first few minutes, is repeat yourself several times. Hey, thanks again for coming. Shelly, hey, I'm so glad you're here. Chris, I'm so glad you're here. But only make it a couple minutes. This gives you enough time to share it on your personal page too. But ask them to share the video while you're still in the beginning process. Because if they share the video, guess what? Then all their friends are going to see it on their timeline as well too. And that's how you're going to start getting all those people on there that haven't liked your business page yet, because your viewers are sharing it with all their friends and family. So make sure to share it. And if in the beginning, if you want to offer, if you share this on your business page, tag me and I'll do a drawing later of everybody who shared it on their timeline, on their pages. You can always do that as well too. Give away a season's best, give away a spice. Who knows what, whatever it is you have in stock, you can give it away that way. But ask people to share it because that really will help build your brand and also build your clientele down the road as well. All right, so the last thing I want to talk to you guys about is your business page about page. So think about this right now with your about page. Have you spent some time when people go to your business page and they see the about section? Is there information about you? Is there information about what Pampered Chef sales are currently right now? What do you have in your about section on your business page? It's so important that you keep that up to date. And a lot of the people who are selling and they're doing a lot of virtual business, they update it once a month with the different host specials and guest specials. So it keeps drawing people in. Plus, every time you change your about, it sends a little message out to the people who have liked your business page as well too, that something has changed on your page. So it just keeps people, what's going on now in Christy's world? What's happening now? And so keeping that about fresh and not stale is super important. So I would challenge you to go look at your business page tonight and tomorrow, and between now and next week when we meet again, and really say, does this look appealing? Am I up to date? Am I really posting enough to keep people wanting to come back for more? Because that's ultimately what you want in the long run. Some people do have VIP pages as well too. So this is a group that you create off of your business page. So kind of like your business page is your storefront. And then your VIP page is kind of where you're going to post your, like, I'm going to do a 12 days of Christmas special. And so I'm not going to post 12 days every day on my business page about that. I'm going to draw people to my exclusive group, VIP group, just for the 12 days of Christmas. Last year, I did one for cookies. I just put it out there and said, hey, who wants cookie recipes for the next 12 days? And then I just created a whole VIP group of people who just want cookie recipes. And that's all I did for 12 days. We just shared cookie recipes. What's great is you're building, people want to come back to you to get information or to get recipes. And in the long run, building a business, that's what you want, right? When they think cooking, baking, they want to think you. Like my neighbor this morning, we were out in the front yard and she drove by and she said, are you still selling Pampered Chef? I need like a crimper for my pies for the holidays, to crimp the crust. But she knows that I do Pampered Chef because every time I have a garage sale, I do woohoo, Pampered Chef, this is me right here, so they know that on the corner, that's their Pampered Chef girl. So anything you do, everything you do, you want to draw back to, who you're trying to sell in your brand. And that's a great question too, is what is your brand? What are you trying to show people with your business? That's such a huge thing to think about. I want people to know that I'm a mom, busy mom with 3 kids who sneak vegetables into all my meals. So my kids eat healthy all the time. And so I like to show videos and posts on that, on how people can be sneaky chefs, right? So think about that. Who are you as a person and what do you want to show? Easy meals in the kitchen? What is it? But it's important to think about that. Something we talk about every week, just so you guys remember, hours are not flexible in this business, or hours are flexible, they are flexible, they're not optional. If you want to grow a business, if you want to earn free stuff, if you want to earn the rewards, the trips, whatever it is that your goal is with this business, even just an extra paycheck, you have to put the hours in. You have to say, this is when I'm going to work my business, even if it's just an hour a week, fine. Just make sure you have designated time every week to work your business.
I would add to that, even if you're only working that hour, but be prepared to do the work at that hour. Don't spend that hour getting ready to do work. Already have it ready so that you can be productive and kind of get down to business. And then if your time slot is up, then you can set it aside and you're ready to work the next time, but make sure you're getting it ready ahead of time.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm going to show you one more of my screens, because this is so important when hosting these virtual parties. So right now I have 5 virtual parties going on, plus I'm helping one of my new team members. So I've got 6 going on at the moment. And if I don't have a system in place, I don't have organization stuff in place, I can get lost pretty easily. So I'm going to show you host coaching, because without host coaching, parties will not happen well. You have to host coach, you have to engage and talk and be involved with your hosts on a regular basis. So I'm going to show you real quickly. If you guys have not already joined this group, it's the PC virtual PC team training. Make sure you join that Facebook group. That is our upline, Nancy Ryan. That is her team organization page. And she's got such amazing things on here that are really, really great. The one thing I recommend is, well, there's multiple, but this right here, if you go to units, they have a whole host coaching section that actually tells you step by step every day, before the party, during the party, whatever it may be. It tells you step by step. Here's the simple messages that works: tracking, responding, host coaching 101. So if you're like, what is host coaching? I don't even know yet what that is. This is where you want to start. And then look at this. It has all the posts right here for you, which is so great. So all you have to do is copy and paste them and put them into a message to your host. So what I do, so I want to show you, is I just created a message to myself on Facebook that I actually then copied and pasted all of the messages that I wanted to use and put them into this. Because now that they're here, I can easily share them with my hosts when I'm coaching them throughout the week, and they're all in one place. All right, so I just sent this message today to my hosts right here, and then I sent them a few of these images. And I send them a bunch at one time. That way I don't have to every single day post them an activity, but they can just choose which one they want to post each day. So let me show you how easy this is. I can copy it, right? And then I can go and post it. You can also forward it if you click on more. Sorry, I think you can forward it. Oh, maybe you can't. It's the images you can forward. So if I copy this, let me just show you. Copy. And then my messages for my hosts, I always title them. So I do one group message for my hosts for the week. So I have everyone in this message together. And then I can just paste it right over here. All right. And then I can send it to them. And the great thing about this too is you can also forward the images. So right here, if you click on the image, so if I was back in my message, you can just click here, forward, and then it will go, and you can click the group that you want to forward it to. I don't know where my little forward button went. There he is. So forward, and then I can click on October or send it to myself, and it will send it directly to your host. So once you set up your outline of messages, you can then, from your phone, from your computer, from anywhere, you can then host coach and pull everything right there. Okay, so it just keeps it simple. Some people do their host coaching in a group so that they can do a cinch share outline, and then they can just pre-schedule all their posts. So you have lots of different options. You can text your host, you can call your host. It really is up to you. The number one thing though, guys, is that you're host coaching and that you're really encouraging them to work their party so that they can get the most rewards. So with that being said, let me see if Angie is on here.
She was on for a second and then we lost her.
Okay, so let me go ahead and introduce her. Hold on 1 second.
Okay, guys, while we're waiting on them, what's one thing, put it in the chat, that you're going to implement on the things that she just shared? What's one thing that you can do starting tomorrow? You can share loud or put it into the chat.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay. I just asked them to share what is one thing that you already shared with us that they will take action on this week.
Yeah, I'd love to know that. Or something you have a question on as well too before Angie gets back on here. So Victoria said, I don't do it enough. I think that's most of us, right? And so you really have to schedule it. Maybe put a little message in your phone, a little note, a little timer to go off and says go live. And you don't have to be perfect, guys. Really, like, you don't need to worry about the makeup. You don't have to worry about the hair. You just go on and be yourself and really just have fun with it, because that's really what it's all about, is them just seeing who you are. All right, Miss Angie.
Kathy's going to go live.
What'd you say?
Kathy said, going live.
Challenge yourself. Really, like tonight before you go to bed, set your timer on your phone and just say, okay, I'm going to set a goal to go live twice this week. If you're already going once, double it up. If you're going, less than that or more than that, then, just set a goal and really make it purposeful to send it out.
My family's like, okay, are we going live? They're like, they're ready. They know it's going to happen. So they're like, okay, what are we doing tonight? What is the thing we're going to do? So they're used to seeing it. They're just ready to go.
That's awesome. So
They join you.
And that's what you want. My 4-year-old loves. I got him a little chef. He has a professional little chef outfit and little hat. He loves jumping on with me, and he steals the show. When he comes on, people are like, "Oh my gosh, he's cute!" Doesn't matter what I'm doing; they're just looking at him. So, all right, Miss Angie is on. Let me introduce Miss Angie. So, Angie just celebrated her 17th year anniversary this month, and she is a $1 million achiever. Woo woo! That is so huge. In 17 years, she sold $1 million of choppers. That's just so cool, Angie. She's currently at 1.2 million. She's an elite level of trip, and will be earned at the end of November. So she's earned the top level of the trip achiever every year since signing up. So every year she's traveled for free with Pampered Chef or taken a paycheck, an extra bonus check, either one. 17 years of earning excellence awards. So guys, that's huge. She's in the top elite of the company. First year was recruiting category. Every year was in sales since then. She has 167 career recruits. 167 guys in 17 years. That's a lot of lives being changed. Her party average, ready for this? $1,238. That's her average. All right, I can't wait to hear her talk. This is going to be good stuff, Angie. She's been married for 21 years. Her daughter Madison is 19 and at FSU. Her son Grant is almost 16 and in the 10th grade. Spare time, she loves to decorate. She works in her yard, spends time with her family, and loves to go on vacation. Most rewarding part of her business is number 1, helping others on my team be successful and celebrating them. And number 2, the friends I've made throughout the years. So Angie tonight is going to talk to us about what are the things you're getting from this business, right? What is it all about? Why are you doing this? So Angie, the floor is yours.
Okay, guys, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, good. I had to sign off on my computer. I don't know. And it's like really, the thing is really loud right now. So I'm hoping that I don't have a computer fry issue all of a sudden. I don't know. But thank you, Christy, for the introduction. And basically what she just read is I'm like everybody else. Okay. My biggest thing is I want you to look at me as you, whether you've been in the business for 20 plus years or you've been in the business just a couple months. My biggest thing is I put it in front of me. I'm a carrot chaser. So if it's there in front of me, I'm going to get it. And I'm going to work my hardest to get it. I'm not saying I haven't put things in front of me and not achieved them, but I work hard. If you've ever heard one of my things I say is there's no bookings fairy that has ever shown up at my front door to give me the business that I have. I work for it. When Danielle asked me to speak tonight, and I see some familiar faces in here of programs that we've also done together, and it's nice to see other faces in here. So hopefully y'all are not judging me. But I was trying to really think, what can I talk about? I mean, I know we've all heard about how to get bookings and how to host coach and, having systems in your business and all this stuff. So I thought, what can I really talk about? And I think one of the things when I hear speakers, it's kind of like when I go to church and I love to hear from the Bible, but I really want to hear how it applies to my daily life. Like what from this scripture is going to make sense to me as a mom, as a wife, as a boss lady, as a team member, as a leader. And so I tried to come up with a list of things that I've gotten from my Pampered Chef business. Now, I spent the day with Danielle at the Coronado yesterday because we're 10 minutes from that hotel. So I was there with her family. Our boys were just being boys, teenage boys, and our husbands were being husbands. And we got to sit around and chit chat for a while. And then today I had to drive to Jacksonville and back in a day. So I jotted these things down on my phone. So that's why I keep looking over, because I am glancing right at my phone. because that was what was handy for me to jot down my notes. So things I've gotten from my Pampered Chef business. I'm just going to go through my list. Income, right? What do you want out of your business? What is your why? Is it income? Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Income for me was one of those things when I started. I told my director I wanted to make, get this, $50. That's all I wanted to make. One time, $50. Maybe not one time, maybe monthly, but I wanted to make $50 because I was a stay-at-home mom at the time. Former school teacher, but I told myself just anything's going to help, right? I mean, any money that I can contribute so I feel like I'm contributing is going to be important. But most importantly, I was really doing this because I wanted to buy my husband a wallet for his birthday from something I could say I bought it, not, hey babe, I'm using the account. You know, it was something from me. So that is one thing that I wanted. I wanted income then, and I keep, sorry, I still want income, because in the end, what I've always told everybody, we can have this long list of reasons of why we sell, but in the end, we really want some money out of it. We want it to help our families, ease the burden, bless others, right? Financially, tithe more. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what everybody wants it for, but in the end, I don't think any of us would be doing this without an income. So I do this, or I've gotten from my business income. I've also gotten from my business, I really hate that word, especially as a teacher. It's a legit word. I just don't like it. Things I have received from my business. How about that? Travel. I have earned a trip every single year that I've been with the company for, on average, like we used to say, 2 shows a week, right? And I earned a trip. So without killing myself, I was able to earn free travel for my husband and I. My kids are now 19 and 16, and they're like, can we go? Can we go? And I'm like, oh, I love to vacation without my kids. And I always hand it to Christy, because every time I've seen her on a vacation, she always has her children with her. And I'm like, girl, you got to do these by yourself. But she's just amazing and loves her kids so much, she brings them with her. Me, I enjoy the break.
Just to Hawaii and Mexico, those 2.
See, I know, right?
But I've taken many other ones with just hubby, but those 2 were kind of like, how else would I get them over there, you know? But
then they have to do it on their own one day, like I told mine.
Yeah, I like traveling with my own too, with just my husband.
Yeah. So, you know, the travel, I remember it was 2007 when I earned my first trip abroad. And I mean, my son was 3. And I kept thinking to myself, I'm going to London. I've never been to Europe. And I'm going to London. Pampered Chef is going to send my husband and I to London for free. They're going to pay my flights. They're going to bring me over there. And I know they're going to spoil us like crazy because I've been on other trips. But I thought, really, let me think, how many of my friends, when their kids are 3, were going to London? No. But because I was just working my business, I was going to London. And the next year I went to Paris. And then all these trips. And I say this because of the income, not the income, the travel for me has been so important. My sister has kids, 4 of them. She's an overachiever. And she has to pay for every vacation they go on. And she just giggles with me every year. And she's like, where are you going for free this year, Ange? Because, you know, I just reserved like a, you know, $8,000 vacation for us. And I've just spent $10,000 on this vacation or whatever. And I'm thinking, ha, free baby. So the income has been great. The travel has been amazing. And thanks Pampered Chef, because every 5 years they send us to Disney. And even though I live in Cinderella's backyard, literally, like the castle is like right there, guys, right there, literally. Like 3 miles from the palace. What's it called? The castle. My kids are still kids and they love to go to Disney World. And we've been to Disneyland through Pampered Chef. So I love the travel. The friendships I've earned. And I say earned because friendships just don't happen, right? You have to come across them. You have to build those relationships. You have to water it like a plant, right? I mean, I just like take Danielle and I hope that she gets to go back and watch this if it's being recorded, because Danielle is a prime example of long ago at the beginning of my business. Bobby Lynn, if any of you know her. I know Chris. Chris, do you know Bobby Lynn?
I might have met her once or twice in the last 50 plus years. I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe some bloodlines there. I don't know. But many years ago, towards the beginning of my business, Bobby Lynn invited me to come and speak to her team. And I said, okay. I think I had met Bobby Lynn at another meeting or something. I don't even really remember. But I came over there and I was a speaker, and she goes, and this is the other speaker. Her name's Danielle. Well, Danielle was, y'all know Danielle. Danielle was a New Yorker. Danielle rubbed me the wrong way when we first met. It was literally like, I'm going up against this girl. We're going to both have to speak here. We are so different. And then I learned who Danielle was. And I fell in love with Danielle and her passion and her excitement about not just the business, but everything. And that's what I call about watering friendships. You know, we can get them and they're presented in front of us through this business. And then they grow through the years because we find each other again at conferences. And then we get on these little chats and, oh, can you be a speaker at my team's this? Oh, can you do this? And then next thing you know, our husbands are like BFFs with like BFF necklace charms together. And then, you know, we've got our boys that are like throwing balls to Coronado and like just being rambunctious teenage boys together. Like, and we laughed yesterday and said, look at these boys. You would think they've been raised together. Well, her three have, but with mine, you know what I mean? Like they seem like they've been friends forever. I would not have Danielle and her boys and her husband in my life without Pampered Chef. I wouldn't know Christy. I wouldn't know Chris. I wouldn't know Bobby Lynn. Okay. I know some of you might have seen the name in the home office people, Jesse Stam, right? Oh my God, he's untouchable. No, don't talk to him. Don't talk to Gene Jonas. Don't talk to these people. Jesse is as boy next door as they come. And I happened to be at a lead training at home office his very first day, and Gene Jonas brought him into our training and introduced him. So I kind of got my foot in the door right in the beginning with him. He's a friend. How many times can you say in corporate, right? At a corporate office, you could say that's your friend. Or if I have an issue, I can reach out to them. Friendships are huge to me. I have gained a team, which that goes without saying. Through the years, I've done this 17 years, and the recruits, and now all of a sudden, you guys, my team is on, like they finally got it. Who has a team of people that just haven't gotten it yet? Because I know I had it for a really long time, and I kept waiting, like, come on guys, you got to catch the bug. I can't do all the recruiting here. Share the opportunity, tell people how great it is. And next thing you know, 10 recruits this month so far, personal team. It's starting. The excitement is catching on. They're sharing the opportunity, but I have a team that I call my family. Matter of fact, it just so happens that my last name is Adams, so we are obviously the Adams family foodies. So we truly are a family, and when anybody comes onto the team, we do a big welcome. We send positive vibes their way. It's just a great team camaraderie that we have. I have flexibility from my Pampered Chef business. If I could tell you how many times I've had to say, I can't do that, I need to reschedule, or, oh, wait, hold on, right? I am my own boss. And whether that's me needing to reschedule something for them or somebody needing to reschedule something, I'm flexible, right? I had a funeral that I had to go to today in Jacksonville, but I had already had some physical therapy on the schedule. I was able to call immediately and say, hey, what else you have? Okay, I'll do it tomorrow. Because of the flexibility of my boss, the flexibility of my business allowed me to say, okay, I'm going to put everything on hold and I'm going to go to this funeral, but then I can reschedule. Flexibility. I have been given a huge gift of being able to be a stay-at-home mom with my kids. I didn't know I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, but let me tell you, the joy that it brought me, and knowing that I was here for them, that I was able to make the after school snacks. And that didn't always mean the cute peanut butter on celery to look like caterpillars. I'm not that mom. I mean, maybe every now and then, but just to be there and say, here's your bag of Doritos. How was your day at school, right? That's okay. But it gave me the ability to be a stay-at-home mom for my kids. It's given me self-confidence, because who couldn't have a little oomph in their step when your company constantly recognizes you? Every month, something shows up at my door to say, good job, Angie, you did your job this month. Every single month. Tell me how many corporate jobs do that. I really don't know of many. Okay. I got the biggest bouquet of flowers when I hit $1 million. Like, I don't even think we had wedding arrangements that large. They were enormous. Pampered Chef did that for me. So confidence. I'm definitely a better cook. Now, I've always been a cook. I love to cook. I am a Cajun girl at heart, so we are all about food. Southern Cajun at that. So, well, I mean, I guess they go kind of hand in hand, but everything we did as a child was all about bringing people together in the kitchen. And now it's about bringing families together at the table with what I do. It just made sense, right? So I'm a better cook because of it. It's given me free products, so much that I have the best stock kitchen in town. I tell people that all the time. If you think you have a great kitchen, you ain't seen nothing yet. Come to my house. I have to rearrange my cabinets twice a year. I even bought a bigger house with a bigger kitchen. I'd love for that to be just like a big write-off, my whole house, because I needed a bigger kitchen to store all my free stuff. I don't pay for anything. That's one of the things I love about my business. Jewelry. Every piece of jewelry that they've offered, I've earned it. If it was there for me to earn, I earned it. Cute little charms that said, I'm now a director, so I have a little spoon with the red thing on it. And I have the really old director spoon too, or director, whatever it was. Maybe it was just like a chef's hat. Then I had the little spoon with the little blue thing when I became an advanced director. And then, I earned excellence awards for all those years. So I have bracelets, I have charm bracelets, I have, oh my gosh, what are the other things that we've earned? Oh, a ring, diamonds and rubies. A diamond was added every year. I've earned a watch for excellence awards. I mean, there's all like jewelry. Hello. Okay. Yes, we like that. The recognition, that's another thing. And I just mentioned that. But again, just as a company to recognize you, to have you walk across the stage and make you feel like that is your moment to shine is pretty incredible. I have received from my business family and spouse support. My dad was a salesman his entire life. The few years that I taught school, my dad couldn't relate. He's, okay, my daughter's a teacher. Now, I'm like the bragging rights namesake for my dad. He tells everybody about how proud he is of his daughter and toots my horn and tells everybody they need to buy Pampered Chef. And he always gives me suggestions on products for Pampered Chef and tells me that we need to have more man parties and this, that, and the other. Camo parties, that's what he always tells me. He's like just a good old boy, and he wants everybody to wear camo and just have Pampered Chef have all of our stuff in camo. I don't know, he's crazy. But family and spouse support. My husband, he joked tonight and said, are you doing good again this month? Can I quit my job yet? So those are things that your family, my family, is proud, and I love that. The praise that you get from others, right? I don't go out looking for it, but when you hear, I mean, I had a host tonight that posted on her page and just said, if anybody needs their Christmas shopping done for free, you guys better call my friend Angie, because I just had a party and I don't have to buy any of my Christmas presents now. Right? I didn't, and then she said, I think she tagged me on it, so you could probably find it, but it said something like, I didn't have to clean my house. I got to stay in my jammies. It was so easy. Angie did everything and it was fun. Right? Other people praising you, tooting your horn, lifting you up. Who doesn't like to be lifted up? Right? Makes you feel good. Oh, hold on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold, please. Let me go to my recently deleted folder. There it is. Let me retrieve that. The last one, connections. The connections that we've made. When I think of my core group of friends, they've all been brought to me through Pampered Chef. One of my very best friends is moving to our part of town tomorrow, and I met her for the very first time doing a vendor event at my kids' elementary school. Elementary, guys, remember, they're high school and college now. Elementary, she randomly came up. I told her how pretty her nails were. Next thing you know, I find out she wants to have a party. I get there and I'm like, everybody here has beautiful nails. What's up? Guess what? She's a nail tech. So then I started going to her for my nails. See how pretty? Y'all can't see those. Nail tech, turned into friend, turned into one of my closest friends. Those connections, just because I had a Pampered Chef booth, I probably would have never met her. My daughter's doing a paid internship over at FSU because of somebody we know, who I met at a Pampered Chef party. Life is about connections. I have preached to my kids from as little as I can remember. It is all about who you know in this world. Keep your connections, keep them positive, never get rid of anybody, right? But those connections are huge and can really make a difference. So those are my reasons, as far as, not reasons, but what I have received from my business. It's a lot of reasons, a lot of things. And they aren't all tangible, like, hey, here it is. A lot of it is feelings. And believe it or not, a lot of people need some good mojo in their life. So I challenge each of you after this to come up with your list of what you're getting out of your business. You can tie it into your why as well, right? How easy is it to say my why for doing this is blah, 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 and this is how I'm getting it. This is what I'm getting out of my business. And I challenge each of you to do that and send it to Christy or Danielle, whoever your leader is, and send them that list. It may not be 12 things long. I don't know how many I had. It might just be 3, right? So that's my challenge to you. I've been in business for a long time, but I know there's been people that have been there a lot longer. So I'm open to questions. If anybody wants to ask me anything, whether it's about my business or personal life, whatever, I always tell people, even at parties, I'm an open book. So just bring it on. I can handle anything. Just don't ask me how much I weigh. That's a sore subject right now. But other than that, that's what I have for you. So I hope that helped, Christy.
Thank you,
you know.
No, it's great always to hear another perspective and why someone keeps doing this. 18 years, that's a long time to be in this business. There has to be things that you are holding on to that make you keep coming back and make you keep working. Because like you said at the beginning of this, right, there's no booking fairy, right? We have to work for our bookings. So there has to be stuff like that in order to make this, keep looking for those bookings. So I wrote down, guys, in the notes section, if you want to save the notes on your computer or on your phone, I did put in some of Angie's wording. I also copy and pasted the post that her friend made with the wording, or in her hostess. That's such great wording that your hostess posted on your page. And it's such a great thing to ask our hostesses to post on their page as well too. They don't have to say the exact same thing, but they can post on their page even during when they're having a party or after their party, just to tag you when their stuff arrives. Think about how you can keep touching your hosts' lives even after their party has closed. So,
yeah, and actually, Christy, just so you guys can get an idea what I sent to my host.
Yes, that'd be great.
She has an $1,800 party.
Okay.
And I said, now what I need you to do, oh wait, I lost my train of thought. Now what I need you to do is go into the group and talk about how easy it was to host a party. Then tag some people that you think would make a great host. If you get 3 bookings from your party, Pampered Chef gives you $50 to spend after they have their parties. What a fun bonus. That's what I sent her. well, she just posted it on a regular page. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
we can take that too. Because then everybody's going to see, all her friends will see that versus just people in her party. So I don't know, maybe I'll have to tell people to do that from now on. But it was a nice gesture.
Can you copy and post that wording into the chat? Is that possible?
Yep.
That way it's there, saved. Or if you want to put it on my page, then I can.
I'll do that.
Or message it and I'll do it on there. So
Yep,
if you're on your computer, you should have 3 dots where you click on those and you can save the chat to your computer. I am not sure you can save the chat on a phone, but you can screenshot it. So I would do that. Does anybody know if you can save a chat on a phone?
I don't know, but I can save this on when we're done and post it back into our page.
You're on a tablet. I'm not sure actually. Anybody know how you can save the chat on a tablet? I'm always on my computer. I would grab your phone and just take some pictures of it. Do it that way until we figure out. Yeah, there's got to be another way, but I don't know. But so do it the old school way right now until we figure out how to do that. Any questions? We only have a few minutes left for Angie. Any other questions for Angie before she heads out tonight? Thank you, Angie, very much for sharing. I greatly appreciate that.
You're very welcome.
As soon as I get the wording, guys, from Angie, then I'll post it. Did you send it over to me, Angie?
Yeah, actually, if you hang just a second, I'll send that. I can do it from my phone and send it directly to you.
Perfect. I'll put that in there too, so you guys have it. But what part of that is host coaching, right? We talked about that before Angie got on, is making sure you're setting high expectations for your host at the beginning of every party. You want to say to your host, right, Angie, at the beginning of your party, our goal is $1,000 party every single time. Make sure
every party. I don't care if they think 200 is good. No, it's $1,000 party.
Tell them 1,000 and coach them to $1,000 party, because then maybe they'll fall closer to 500 or 600, but it's better than 200. It's better than nothing, right? So always set high expectations for your hosts. And then especially with the bookings as well too, they know their friends better than anybody else. So they know who will be good at hosting and who may want to host. And so it's so important to put these challenges out there for the host. I just posted it, guys, on the chat so you can get the wording. But it's so important for you to put this out there for them so that they have stuff to strive for and to go for. If you don't do it, they're not going to do it either. It's just the reality of these parties. Angie, do you leave us on one good note?
Okay, I'll share this bit of information. You guys might have heard this before, but sometimes people will say, well, I mean, I have some sleeper parties and how do you get these big parties? And I'm just like everybody else. I have that $1,800 party and I have a party with $55 this week. And I have another one that's like $950. So we won't close her out till $1,000, but I have them too. But what I tell everybody is, you need to be active in your party. I don't expect you to sit around and wait for a notification from me so that you pop on and are interacting, because nobody has time to do that, right? But the reality is, you want to treat this like you would a home party, meaning when your guests show up, you don't walk in another room and don't speak to them for the next hour. You say hello, you engage with them, you giggle, you know, if somebody says, I love the food chopper, they go, oh my gosh, I love it too. It's the same kind of thing. There needs to be two-way back and forth. Some of your hosts will listen to you. Some of your hosts will not. I will leave that with you, but always host coach for those high parties, show high dollar sales, and don't drag your parties out too long. That's my biggest tips.
So we're going to stop the recording on